Once upon a time, there were two siblings named Emily and Jack. They were very close and always looked out for each other. However, when their parents got divorced, they were separated and forced to live with different parents. Emily went to live with their mother in the city, while Jack went to live with their father in the countryside. The siblings missed each other terribly but had no way of communicating since they were not allowed to see each other. Years went by, and Emily and Jack grew up without each other. Emily became a successful lawyer and had her own family, while Jack became a farmer and lived a simple life. They had no idea what had happened to each other all these years. One day, Emily was going through some old family photos and stumbled upon a picture of her and Jack when they were young. She was overcome with emotion and decided to try and find her long-lost brother. Emily hired a private investigator who was able to track down Jack's address. She couldn't believe it when she found out that he was living only a few hours away from her. She immediately contacted Jack, and they arranged to meet up. They were both nervous and excited as they hadn't seen each other in years. When they finally met, they hugged each other tightly and burst into tears. They spent the whole day catching up on all the things that had happened in their lives since they had been separated. They realized how much they had missed each other and vowed never to be apart again. Emily and Jack started seeing each other regularly and became an important part of each other's lives. They realized that even though they had been separated for so many years, their bond as siblings was still as strong as ever. Months went by, and Emily and Jack continued to spend time together. They were making up for all the lost time and enjoying each other's company. However, one day, Emily received a mysterious package in the mail. It was a letter written in a handwriting she didn't recognize. The letter was short and cryptic, stating that someone was watching her and that she should be careful. Emily was frightened and immediately showed the letter to Jack. He tried to reassure her and suggested that they go to the police, but Emily was hesitant. She didn't want to involve the authorities just yet, as she didn't know if it was a real threat or just a prank. Days passed, and Emily started to notice strange things happening around her. She felt like she was being followed, and her car seemed to have been tampered with. She became increasingly paranoid and couldn't shake off the feeling that someone was watching her every move. One night, Emily heard a knock on her front door. She was hesitant to answer, but when she looked through the peephole, she saw a masked figure standing outside. She screamed and ran to the phone to call the police, but the line was dead. Emily was trapped, and she didn't know what to do. She quickly locked all the doors and windows and hid under the bed, hoping that whoever was outside would go away. But the masked figure persisted, trying to break into her house. Just when Emily thought it was all over, Jack burst through the door and tackled the intruder to the ground. The masked figure turned out to be a hired hitman, sent to kill Emily by someone who was jealous of her success. Thanks to Jack's quick thinking, Emily was saved, and the hitman was apprehended. The two siblings were grateful to be alive and vowed to always look out for each other, no matter what. They knew that their bond was unbreakable, and they would do whatever it took to protect each other from harm. After the incident with the hitman, Emily and Jack became more cautious and aware of their surroundings. They knew that whoever had hired the hitman might still be out there, and they couldn't let their guard down. As they delved deeper into the investigation, they discovered that their estranged father might have had a hand in the plot to kill Emily. He had always been jealous of her success and resented her for leaving him behind. Emily and Jack were stunned, but they knew they had to confront their father. They arranged to meet him at his home in the countryside, but they were wary of his intentions. When they arrived, their father seemed surprised to see them. He tried to act nonchalant, but Emily and Jack could sense that something was off. As they sat down to talk, their father became increasingly hostile and agitated. He accused Emily of being selfish and forgetting her family, and he blamed her for all the problems in his life. Suddenly, their father pulled out a gun and pointed it at Emily. Jack reacted quickly and tackled their father to the ground, but in the struggle, the gun went off, and a bullet grazed Emily's arm. Emily and Jack were shocked and scared. They had never imagined that their father could be capable of such violence. They called the police and their father was arrested. As they drove home, Emily and Jack were silent, lost in their own thoughts. They realized that their family would never be the same again and that they had lost something important that day. Despite the danger and turmoil, Emily and Jack knew that they still had each other. They knew that their bond as siblings was unbreakable, and they would always be there for each other, no matter what. They were determined to move forward and create a new future, one where they would be able to trust and rely on each other completely. After the traumatic events that had unfolded, Emily and Jack decided to take some time off to recover and regroup. They both needed a break from the chaos and danger that had consumed their lives. Emily decided to take a sabbatical from her job as a lawyer and focus on her mental and physical health. She started attending therapy sessions to process the trauma she had experienced and also started practicing yoga and meditation to help with her anxiety. Jack, on the other hand, spent his days on his farm, tending to his crops and animals. He found solace in the simplicity of his life and enjoyed being surrounded by nature. Despite their different lifestyles, Emily and Jack remained close and kept in touch regularly. They talked about everything and anything, from their childhood memories to their hopes and dreams for the future. As time passed, Emily and Jack started to feel more confident and less fearful. They knew that they had faced some of the toughest challenges in life, and they had come out stronger on the other side. One day, Emily received a call from the police, informing her that their father had been released from prison. She was nervous and scared, but Jack was there to reassure her. They decided to meet up and talk things over. As they sat down together, they realized that they had forgiven their father for his actions. They understood that he had been struggling with his own demons and that he needed help. Emily and Jack decided to reach out to their father and offer him support and guidance. They wanted to help him overcome his issues and start anew. Despite all the hardships they had faced, Emily and Jack knew that their bond as siblings was unbreakable. They had been through so much together and had come out on the other side stronger and more resilient. They knew that whatever the future held, they would face it together, with love and support for each other. And so, they embraced each other, ready to move forward, no matter what lay ahead. And so, Emily and Jack continued on their journey, ready to face whatever challenges the future might hold. They knew that life would always have its ups and downs, but they also knew that they had each other, and that was all that mattered. Years passed, and Emily and Jack went on to achieve great things in their respective fields. Emily became a renowned lawyer, known for her fierce advocacy and unwavering commitment to justice. Jack's farm became a thriving business, known for its organic produce and sustainable practices. But despite their success, they never forgot the lessons they had learned during their tumultuous journey. They never forgot the importance of family, of forgiveness, and of resilience. And so, they continued to live their lives with love and purpose, knowing that they had each other to rely on, no matter what.